Hey guys, this is Inga. So today I wanted to make some really cute lunchbox cakes. They're basically these really cute mini cakes that fit right into like bento boxes or a lunchbox. I recently learned about them, so I wanted to give them a try. But to start it off, I'm just making myself a cup of coffee. I've been drinking lattes a lot at home. I love it. I love it maybe too much. Hopefully I'm not addicted to caffeine yet. Anyways, here are some of the ingredients I'll be using today. I am starting off by making a chocolate sponge cake, and the recipe I'm following is mostly based off of Sunday bakings, except I did little tweaks here and there. So instead of plain milk, I'm just making some Earl Grey milk since I really like that sort of tea flavor, especially in chocolate flavored things. And pretty much once that's done, I'm just setting it aside to let it cool so we can use it later. Whipping up some eggs. It's a sponge cake, so it has to be super fluffy. I'm also using dark muscovado sugar and maple syrup as my sweeteners instead. Again, mostly because I love the flavors they add, especially to chocolate cake. It really just works out perfectly. Once that was all combined, I just continued mixing it over a double boiler, making sure that all the sugar was dissolved. And once my mixture was slightly warm, I just continued whisking it until it was super fluffy and it almost like tripled in volume. I also used a hand mixer for this part because this would have taken me ages to whisk by hand, and I really needed my hands to be steady for the piping process later. And then I just sifted my dry ingredients. Not gonna lie, I was super tempted to add in way more cocoa than necessary. And then it was just a matter of gently folding in the dry ingredients. And I added in some melted butter as well as that Earl Grey milk we made earlier. There was a lot left over, which I drank, and it was great. And this is what I love about this cake batter. It is so light and poofy. Honestly, I think next time I might try to make a Swiss roll with this same recipe. I feel like it would be amazing. And the thing is, because it's so thin, it really doesn't take that long for it to bake, but you definitely want to wait for it to cool before you start stamping out your shapes. I will say that it smelled amazing though. Maybe it's just because I love chocolate, but it smelled so good. This is just a shot of me stealing a bite when I should be staying focused, but also there's so much cake bits left over, it was great to like be able to snack on them. And now we have a perfect pile of cake. I actually also made some honey lemon cake, which you'll see later. You know me, I can't resist my lemon zest. And that was a satisfying plop of cream cheese. We're basically just whipping it up again until the cream cheese becomes fluffy. Adding some sugar in before we beat that in as well. I also added in like a tiny little bit of vanilla for flavor. I actually whipped my heavy cream before combining it with the cream cheese just because I wanted my icing to be a little bit thicker, but basically you're going to end up with this like beautiful creamy cheesy goodness. And then this next part is really one of my favorite things about cake decorating, you know, building layers. It's something that I just feel like is very meditative. So I ended up making both like Earl Grey maple chocolate cakes as well as honey lemon cakes. Just making sure that it's level, but yeah, this is pretty much the crumb coating before I let it set again in the fridge. So this part is the part where I kind of just added different colors to my frosting. I feel like we're almost going for like a retro-esque look, if that makes sense. I just let that set again before I started putting them into their individual lunch boxes. And then I finally got to the best part, which was the decorating. I had some new tools, it was super fun, but I was also really nervous. Yep, very nervous as you can tell, because it was like I only had one shot. And yes, this is absolutely one of those occasions where you should be extra enough to use a tweezer to put in your sprinkles. So I saw that the cherry design is very popular, but as somebody who loves strawberries a lot, I thought that it would be fun to do a strawberry design. I hope it looks like strawberries. You can tell me what you think. But yeah, this was definitely a lot of fun to put together. Aren't they cute? They're like baby strawberries. This third design was also very much inspired by the other videos. Again, very nervous, but I just loved the way that it almost like imitated brush strokes. It looked probably the most artsy out of the bunch. Oh my god, my hands are shaking! I also found these icing flowers off of Amazon, and they are perfect for this. So after letting it rest for a day in the fridge, this is what it looks like. And I love how these turned out. They are so cute. They're just so cute. And they really make the most perfect gifts. Super happy. I have some stickers here. I also really loved the idea of being able to customize these with like cute stickers and messages before you give them away. But of course, knowing me, I had to give it a taste before I did so. Excited to try it. This is actually really good. Soft and fluffy. The icing isn't too sweet. I think the cream cheese component goes really well with whatever base you have. Also, I just love how cute it is that you can just like pack it in these containers and give it to your friend and they can just eat it straight out of the box. I hope you guys also try this out at home. I will see you guys next time. Bye! We did it!